It started as a simple camping trip. 4 of us, me, Samir, Rafik, and Hina, decided to spend a weekend deep in the northern woods, far away from city noise and phone signals. We wanted quiet. We wanted to disconnect. But the forest wasn't quiet. It was listening. The locals at the last gas station warned us not to camp past the old fire road. The attendant, an old man with milky eyes, told us, "Don't stay after dark where the trees start whispering." We laughed, thought it was just a small town superstition. He didn't laugh back. He just said, "The forest remembers names." We didn't understand what that meant until the second night. The first day was peaceful. We hiked, set up our tents, made a fire. The forest felt calm, even comforting. But as the sun went down, a strange silence crept in. No birds, no insects, no wind. Just this heavy stillness, like the air itself was waiting. At around midnight, we heard the first whisper. It came from the trees, soft, stretched like wind through leaves, but not random. It formed sounds, words, and then it said, "My name," clear, slow, from somewhere in the darkness. A wise. I froze. The others didn't hear it at first. I brushed it off, said it was the wind, or maybe an animal. But that night I didn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I swore I could hear it again. My name, drawn out from somewhere deep in the woods. The next morning, I asked if anyone else had heard anything. Samir said he heard something too. A low hum like a woman's voice calling. But when he stepped outside the tent, no one was there. We almost left then. But Rafik, always the skeptic, laughed it off. "You city guys just scared of your own shadows." By evening, we'd convinced ourselves it was nothing. We even joked about it while sitting around the fire. But when the fire started to die, we heard footsteps circling our campsite. Not animal footsteps. Heavy, slow, human. Samir flashed his light, but there was nothing. Just the trees, the fog, and the faint sound of something moving just out of sight. Then the whisper came again, louder this time. "Oh, wise." And then, from the other side, "Samir." It knew both our names. We called out thinking maybe it was some prank. Another camper, a hiker, anything. But there was no answer, just the rustle of branches. And then silence. We packed up the next morning. No arguments this time. We just wanted to leave. But when we checked the GPS, the trail was gone. Every path we took led us back to the same clearing. Hina started crying. She said she kept hearing her name whispered in her head, even when no one was speaking. Rafik still tried to stay logical, said we were just lost, panicking, hearing things. He went off on his own to try to find the road. He didn't come back. An hour later, we found his flashlight lying in the dirt, still on. The ground around it was covered in footprints, his and dozens of others. Bare footprints, human, leading deeper into the forest. We called his name for hours, and the forest called it back. Rafik. It wasn't echoing. It was repeating. It was like the trees themselves were learning his name and throwing it back at us. By sunset, we were too scared to move. We huddled near the dying fire, clutching whatever we could find. And then, around midnight, we heard laughing. It was Rafik's voice, coming from the woods. "Guys, I found the road. Come on." We almost ran toward it. But the voice, it wasn't right. It had that same stretched sound, like words spoken underwater. I shone my flashlight in the direction of the voice and saw a figure standing between the trees. It looked like Rafik. Same height, same jacket. But his head was tilted too far to the side. Then it said, "Always, come here." The light flickered, and he was gone. That night lasted forever. Every few minutes the whispers circled closer, like the forest was breathing around us, learning every sound we made. It whispered our names in different tones, sometimes like a child, sometimes like one of us. By dawn, Hina was gone too. Her tent was empty, and on the ground where she slept were words scratched into the dirt. It knows your name now. Samir and I ran until we found a logging road. We followed it until we hit the highway. I don't even remember getting in the car. When I finally turned on my phone, I had a voicemail. No number, just static. And through it, a voice, faint, whispering. "Oh, Wise, where did you go?" I deleted it, blocked unknown calls. But the next day I got another one. Always the same voice, always my name. It's been months since then. Samir stopped answering my texts. And lately, I've started hearing the whispers again. Not outside, inside my apartment. Last night, when I looked in the mirror, my breath fogged the glass. I swear in the fog someone had written, "You shouldn't have told it your name.